Prince Harry appears without Meghan Markle at Invictus Games event. Prince Harry joined a group of school children in Vancouver for a lesson on adaptive sports without Meghan Markle by his side. Prince Harry has made his second appearance in Vancouver with a heartwarming and fun game of sitting volleyball with school children, but without his wife, Meghan Markle, by his side. The Duke of Sussex, 40, launched the Invictus Games School Program at an elementary school on November 18. The father of two visited the Seaforth Armoury and spoke to pupils about the Invictus Games, an annual adaptive sports tournament for wounded and injured service personnel. Photos from the event showed Harry dressed casually in a light grey shirt and dark jeans, chatting to the young pupils and engaging in activities. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. In a speech aired on the social media platform X, Harry said, "Seeing them learn about the Invictus Games has had a profound impact on me because this is where Invictus starts to go even wider. Outside of the Invictus community and into schools in Canada, and hopefully schools around the world." Harry is in the city to promote next year's games, which take place in Whistler and Vancouver from February 8 to February 16. In February this year, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex officially kicked off the countdown of the Winter Invictus Games 2025 by attending the Invictus Games 1 year to go celebrations in Whistler. The upcoming games will be the first time the event returns to former host country Canada, and features a new debut of winter sports including alpine skiing, snowboarding, biathlon, Nordic skiing, skeleton, and wheelchair curling. Harry's appearance comes one day after he stood pitchside at the Grey Cup in Vancouver on Sunday, November 17. Prince Harry signals end to royal rift with King Charles and Prince William following Duke's latest move. Prince Harry has signalled an end to his royal rift with King Charles and Prince William following the Duke's latest move, a royal commentator has claimed. Royal biographer Hugo Vickers has suggested that the Duke of Sussex learned his lesson from criticising his family in his memoir Spare, and that people in situations like his always regret it. Vickers suggested Harry would do well to think of the future and try and build bridges rather than burn any more. He added, "I think it's quite good that he isn't saying things." The Duke of Sussex chose not to promote the paperback version of Spare, remaining silent while the memoir sold just 3,400 copies in its second week of publication. Vickers continued to tell The Sun, "Maybe he's kind of got it off his chest, maybe he has nothing really much more to say because he hasn't had much to do with his family since. He came over for the coronation. He came over to see his father when he was ill. He's been in England a few times with things like the Invictus Games and one or two other things. But he hasn't had any relations with the royal family. He hasn't been to see them." Prince Harry is not thought to be on speaking terms with his brother, Prince William, or his father, King Charles, since he stepped back from royal duties and moved to California in January 2020. The Sussexes have publicly criticised members of the royal family, signing multi-million-pound contracts with Spotify and Netflix to speak about the institution. Vickers added, "I don't think that some guy in the middle states of America appreciates a man who slags his father and family off in a book. They just don't do that sort of thing." Prince Harry's peace offering to royal family costs Duke of Sussex amid disastrous week. Prince Harry's relationships collapsed with Kate, William and King Charles after Duke's bombshell book. Prince Harry's paperback edition of Spare has failed to capture readers' attention, reaching only 73rd place in the UK charts. The Duke of Sussex's memoir sold just 3,000 copies in its second week following its release on October 24. The disappointing performance places the book well outside the official UK top 50, marking a stark departure from its previous success. The paperback version was published by Penguin Random House with no updates to its original content. This stands in sharp contrast to the hardback edition's record-breaking launch in January 2023, which became Britain's best-selling book of the year. The original version sold more than 700,000 copies in the UK alone. Globally, Spare proved to be an instant publishing sensation, selling over 6 million copies across print and audio formats worldwide. The book even secured a Guinness World Record for fastest-selling non-fiction book, with more than 1.4 million units sold on its first day across the US, Canada and UK. Despite significant royal developments over the past year, including King Charles's cancer diagnosis and Harry's brief London visits, the book remained unchanged. The choice to maintain the original content came as Penguin Random House announced the paperback would be published in 16 languages worldwide. Some observers have interpreted Harry's decision not to add new revelations as an olive branch towards his family. The lackluster sales become particularly apparent when compared to other current bestsellers. Richard Osman's latest novel achieved 12,000 copies sold during the same period. Meanwhile, Jeremy Clarkson's Diddley Squat, Home to Roosts sold almost 10,000 copies. The figures show a significant gap between Spare's paperback performance and its competitors, with both authors selling several times more copies than Prince Harry's memoir. Upon its initial release, the book was heavily discounted in UK stores, selling for £14 instead of the recommended £28. However, the first US printing ran to 2 million copies, with additional prints needed to meet demand. Prince Harry and Meghan miss Festival of Remembrance after sending message from US. Prince Harry and Meghan missed the Festival of Remembrance on Saturday evening after sending a message from the US. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex recorded a new video message that appears to have been filmed in California, where the Sussexes have resided with their children, Archie and Lilibet, since 2020. The royals, who stepped back from official duties over 4 years ago, spoke in a video on Thursday about protecting the most vulnerable in our world against the threat of digital violence and harm, a cause the couple is passionate about. Although the royals both wore dark blazers with poppy pins fastened on their lapels, there was no mention of the Festival of Remembrance or Remembrance Sunday. Harry, 40, and Meghan, 43, did not attend the annual Festival of Remembrance in the UK last night and will not join the rest of the royal family for Remembrance Sunday at the cenotaph. When they were working royals, they sat at the back of the royal box, far from the senior royal family members, which was seen as a snub by some royal fans. The late Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, and the then Duke and Duchess of Cambridge sat far in front of the now California-based couple in 2019. The Princess of Wales attended the Festival of Remembrance last night alongside her husband, Prince William, and is believed to be returning to official royal duties after temporarily stepping back for 8 months. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.